Welcome to Picture Healer channel. This is Shi Tian. Last time we talked about 14 common interior feng shui problems and solutions. Today we will talk about common exterior feng shui problems and solutions. In general, a good feng shui house should have a square shape or rectangle shape without any corner missing, and the back side of the house should be higher, just like a turtle. The front side of the house should be lower with a good open view. And the left and right side are the dragon and the tiger. They should be supporting the house, but not as high as the back. So that's the ideal feng shui, and it's represented by 4 feng shui animals. But in reality, it's hard to have perfect feng shui. So let's look at the first common feng shui problem. The first common feng shui problem is a cell phone tower or electric pole near your house. And we all know that they can have radiation or emit some type of magnetic field, so it can disturb the energy and it can affect our health and emotional well-being. So the first solution is to add some radiation-proof door or window. Some special metal can stop the radiation. So you can do some research online and find the right material. The second one is to add a hulu, the Chinese gourd. This one has the function of absorbing negative energy, so you can reduce the illness. And the next one is a dragon turtle, because the turtle is also a symbol of long life, and combined with dragon, it's a powerful symbol to protect and bring good health. We usually place the feng shui cue in the window where you can see the cell phone tower or electric pole. If they are far away from your house, it will not affect you as much. The second common issue is a house close to chimney. I'm not talking about the regular chimney in a single house. It's those industrial chimney that's very tall and give out a lot of smoke. Those chimneys are the fire energy, and it can cause illness, bad temper, and legal trouble. Because most of them are from manufacturer or factory, so the smoke is not very clean. And the easy way is to close the window most of the time if it's very close to your house. So you prevent the smoke get into your house. The second way is to place a hulu again as a symbol of good health and absorbing the negative energy. And the third way is to add more earth element, because from the 5 element theory, the earth can reduce fire. So we can paint the wall yellow or use more yellow or brown color furnitures in the room that's affected, or add some ceramic pot or earth element object. The third feng shui problem is a water tower, and this is commonly seen in cities. You can see the circular barrel water tower on top of building in many of the high-rise buildings in the city. In feng shui, we think they look like medicine or the drug bottle, the pill bottles, and that can mean bad health and also reduced wealth. So if you can see a lot of those water towers from your window, your health can be affected. And we can display hulu again near the window to help protect your health, or place a bagua mirror to reflect back the energy of the water tower. The third way is simply close the window or add a curtain to block the view of the water tower. The number 4 feng shui problem is to see sharp triangle buildings or living in the triangle buildings, because the triangle shape is related to fire, and the sharp triangle form can create strong qi, and that can cause illness, accident, or argument. The first solution is to add earth element, such as brown or yellow color, ceramic pot, jade, or crystals, because those are also from the earth. The second way is to add a bagua or just a mirror, because that can reflect back the energy, so it reduces the negative qi. And the third way is just to close the window or add a curtain to block the view, so it doesn't affect you as much. The fifth feng shui problem is to have one very tall building among the short buildings. So if your building is the only one that's very tall, that can create problems too. And in feng shui, that means you don't have enough support and you can be very lonely and you have less friends or the families are not too close because the qi cannot stay for very long in your house. For all the feng shui problems, the best way is to move to another place, but usually it's not possible. And the second way is to change the shape, and in this case it's not possible either, so we have to add feng shui cures. And here we can add a laughing Buddha to create more happiness and harmony. And the second one is to hang more pictures of your family and friends so they can remind you to keep in touch with your families. The third way is to add crystals to increase the energy of the space. And you can add big crystals such as the amethyst geode or the white quartz crystals to enhance the energy here. The next problem is the opposite. If your house is very short and all your neighbors are very tall buildings, then that's not good feng shui either. Your qi will be pretty weak compared to your neighbors because you feel so stressed by your surroundings, and that can affect your work life and family life too. The first solution is to add a qilin for protection and for good fortune. And you can also add good lighting or crystals, again to increase the energy of the space. The next common feng shui problem is a Scissor sha qi. That is when the house is located at the cross of the road that's shaped like a scissor. When one road is divided into two, and your house is close to the dividing point, that can create a Scissor sha qi and causing quarrel, accident, money loss, or health issues. And the first solution is to add plants or water features to create some kind of separation and slowing down the sha qi. And you can also add crystals such as a black obsidian to absorb negative energy. And the next way is to add a dragon turtle, qilin, or stone lion for protection. Those feng shui animals are famous for bringing protection from the negative qi. The next situation is a house at the end of the T-Junction. This is a pretty common one and depends on how big is the road. If the road is very long and big, the sha qi will be stronger. And that can cause illness, accident, or emotional problems. And the solution is the same as the last one. You can add plants, water feature such as a fountain or a little fish pond in front of the house to slow down the qi and have more separation between the house and the road. And you can use crystals and place stone lion, dragon turtle, and qilin for protection. The next one is a different shape of the road, but it's also very bad feng shui. We call it the reversed ball sha qi. It's the opposite of the surrounding the house, like a jade belt. That would be a good feng shui. But this one, the curve is near the house, and the road is going away from you. So that can cause illness, accident, and money loss. And you can see the road is shaped like a ball, and the arrow is pointing at you, so you can see the stress and possible accident here. And the solution is the same as before. Add some big plants and water feature in front of the house to slow down the qi, or add the obsidian crystal to absorb the negative qi, or add a dragon turtle, qilin, or stone lion for protection. The next one is a building shaped like a letter L, T, or U. And as we said earlier, the best feng shui house should be square or rectangle without any missing corners. So this type of house can have missing corners, and sometimes the center is outside the building, and that's not a good feng shui. So this can bring obstacles in business, school, or family life. The first solution is to add a tall cabinet or tall furnitures near the area of the missing corner. So we try to compensate and add more mass or mountain in that area. The second way is to add feng shui cures. The white clear crystal or amethyst jeweled or the 5 emperor's coins can raise the energy of the space. And we can also add dragon turtle to symbolize the protection and good health. The next problem is when the building is covered with a lot of overgrown plants. And if it's only a little bit, it's not an issue. But when it's overgrown and covers a large part of the building, it can create a lot of yin energy. And also the root is like a strangling the house, so that can create argument, conflict, illness, and depression. And the best way, if you cannot move, is to remove extra plants and trim them regularly, so it's under control. And the second way is to display a bagua or a feng shui compass, because both of them have a lot of symbols of the bagua and the I Ching, and those can create positive energy to counter the yin energy. And another way is to add clear crystals or the purple amethyst crystals to raise the energy. And also make sure you have a lot of lighting here, either artificial or from the window, to increase the yang energy. The next feng shui problem is when the house is close to a cemetery, a temple, or a church. And we know these areas have a lot of yin energy, and this can bring illness or obstacles in your life. And the first solution is to place the bagua mirror facing the direction of the cemetery or the temple or church to reflect back the energy and protect your house. And the second way is to add more yang energy by adding crystals or good lighting in your house. And the third way is to add those feng shui animals such as qilin or pixiu for protection, so you don't get disturbed by those yin energy easily. The next common feng shui problem is your window too close to your neighbor's window. And it can happen a lot, especially in the cities. And this can reduce your money luck because the qi moves through the tool house easily. The luck is unstable. So the first way is to simply add a curtain to cover the view or close the window so you don't see the neighbor's window easily. And the second way is to add plants around the window, so it creates some barrier to slow down the qi flow and define the space more. And the third way is to add a hulu, the Chinese gourd, to absorb any negative energy and bring good health. The last common exterior feng shui issues is when your house directly faces the gap of two buildings. You know those tall buildings in the city, it creates a gap with a very strong airflow, so that's very unstable qi, and sometimes it can be too strong and unpredictable. So that's a disturbed qi flow, and it can affect your working life and your health. So the first way is to place a bagua mirror facing the direction of the gap to reflect the energy back. And the second way is to add some plants to slow down the qi flow so it's not too strong when it enters the house. And the last one is to add Feng Shui animals such as stone lion, qilin, or pixiu for protection from any negative qi. So those are 14 common Feng Shui problems and solutions. I will link the video of 14 common interior Feng Shui problems in the description box and at the end card. Thank you for watching and see you next time.